Ooh, it's going to be a good one. Hi, Sean Higgs.
It is definitely me today on Rapid Fire.
Okay, before we start the rapid fire, I would like you to read the instructions. 5 minutes-ish. That's not per game. That's for the whole thing, okay?
We got
Chatty Cathy.
Okay, I'll keep it short and sweet. Kiss.
Hey, everybody, if you haven't checked out FanDuel Sportsbook yet, do it. They're offering all new accounts up to $1,000 in a no-sweat first bet. All you got to do is check out the description in this video and click on the link.
That's right. Keep it simple, stupid. Nice and easy.
I'm just teasing you. Okay, so let's get this thing going. 5 picks in under five-ish minutes. We're starting with the Michigan Wolverines, minus 22.5 at the Indiana Hoosiers. The total is 58 and a hook. What are we going with?
I'll be looking to go under the total here. So, Michigan, you got Penn State on deck. So, maybe a little bigger game you're worried about there. Indiana hasn't done much. I'm not expecting much here from them. And total-wise, what have we seen from Michigan? They run up 50 points against garbage schools, 27-14 versus Iowa. We saw Indiana play Illinois to a 23-20 game, which is Illinois' pretty good squad. They went in, beat Whiskey. They're a little underrated bunch. I'm not saying Michigan is Illinois, but I could see defensive-wise, they're the same or better, and I don't see Indiana score much here. So I'm not thinking Michigan gets into the 40s. We'll go under the 58.5 here. Maybe like 30-14 or something around that, maybe. So under for me.
All right. Let's move on to TCU at Kansas. TCU -7. The total on this one's 68. I've got a lot of feelings about this game, but most of them involve taking Kansas plus the points. What do you think?
I'm against you. I'm on TCU minus the touchdown here. And, Kansas, and it's tough for me to kick Kansas back in because I kind of liked them last year. They had a bunch of covers down the stretch. This year they've been hot out of the gate, but last week they should have lost. I mean, Iowa kicks field goal. Three missed field goals. That's they didn't exactly. And you won 11-6 or whatever the score was. I mean, something ridiculous. No offense. TCU's off a 55 spot and a 42 spot against SMU. Good luck slowing that down, Kansas. Points aplenty here. Probably, I think TCU's a little better. And this is why I faded Kansas last week. I wasn't really high on them. As good as they've been, they're still, recruit-wise, they're still below these kind of teams still. So eventually it's going to kind of catch up to them. So TCU, they're just playing insane ball right now. Kansas as well, but Kansas squeaked one out. TCU's kind of rolling. They got to be feeling good. I'll lay the touchdown here.
All right. We've got Texas A&M. The Aggies are at Alabama. Tide is -24. The total is 50.5. How are we doing this one?
I got under here for the show. Now, part of me wants to take Alabama because I see the 24-25. Maybe Bryce is going to play here, right? He's a little banged up. Maybe they rotate him in and out. I'd say they're not going to run up the score here, but because we've seen Bama not do that, right? They got out to fast leads and they kind of go through the motions in the second half versus bad teams. Can we see him running up here on Jimbo? The hate between these two guys. And how's A&M scored? They can't score a point versus anybody. Yeah, I just don't see anything coming from A&M. What do they got scored? 17 maybe? I don't see them even scoring that many. Bama's, I think, out for a statement here, regardless with a QB rotation. I want to say later 24 and go under. This game could be 40-0.
Well, that could be a great teaser.
Yeah.
Take 6 points off of that, make it 18 and under 56.5. That's not a bad gig. But officially, we're taking it under 50.5 for the show. Underdog. All right. Boom. Ohio State -26 at the Sparty Party. The total on this one's 64.5. Oh, this is going to hurt, Spartans. I feel like this one's going to hurt.
It's going to hurt. I got you today instead of Detroit Lenny on the Power Hour because he'd be upset that I'm fading Michigan State here. But he's got to know his team's absolute garbage here. Zero playmakers. I mean, what did they score? They scored, 13 points versus Maryland, 7 versus Minnesota. Here comes Ohio State. You lost 56-7 last year, 52-12 the year before that, 20-point losses before that. I've been saying Ohio State can sleepwalk to 45, 48 points a game. It was 49-10 over Rutgers, last week in the start of the fourth quarter, they just kind of gave up. Again, what is Michigan State scoring here? Are they scoring 20? No. Late at 26, 20, 30, whatever it is.
The Sparty Party has been canceled. We'll see you next Saturday.
We'll see you next season when we get a new head coach and some guys who can play offense.
Yeah, maybe that. Okay, so We're rolling with Ohio State minus the 26. Really not another way you could play it. And I love to take points. Give me all the big, beautiful points. But this is just not, I don't need to, I'm not laying them and I'm not taking them. And that's how I feel about that game. BYU is at Notre Dame. We've got a religious war on our hands here. Notre Dame minus 3.5 at home with touchdown Jesus. The total on this one's 51. What do you say?
This game is in Vegas.
Is it? Oh, I almost got tickets to this game, but
this game is in Vegas, and I have no idea how Notre Dame's favored with a hook, no less here.
With the BYU travels very well. I actually text Craig Trapp to ask him if he wanted the tickets that I couldn't afford to go to this game because he's a huge Notre Dame fan. Anyway, go ahead.
This game to me, I like BYU. I've had BYU a bunch of times already this year. The 3.5 throws me for a loop. I got to say Notre Dame here. Just cause a neutral. So we've seen Notre Dame lose to they didn't lose to Marshall. I mean, they haven't looked good at all.
Yeah.
And okay, they had a win, I guess, last week. Whatever. This is a game for me, Allie. I see a line 3.5. First of all, I'm always thinking fave anyway because everybody's want to take. Oh, I'm getting an extra half point here. We're going to lose by 3, and I'm going to win. I see that, and I just think favorite all the way to the window. And the fact that it's a neutral, and I think BYU is actually a better team. I got to go Notre Dame. I got to reverse my thinking here and take a fave because the dog just screams to me BYU outright. I can't do it. It just
too easy. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, people be like, oh, there's no such thing. Listen, it's a fishy line in my eyes. I like neutral versus a BYU team. As you said, they travel and they're good. Give me BYU. Yeah. I want to take BYU. I can't. The line tells me to take Notre Dame.
I hope you're right because you sound sharp as all get out right now. You really do. I mean, that's the play. You're right. And BYU, I mean, this team, they're in Utah for anyone who doesn't know. Utah and Las Vegas, we're next door neighbors. So this team travels very well. They come here all the time to play in the tournaments and basketball and football. So this could be a humdinger right here. I'm excited. You just got me all jazzed. I'm all jazzed, everybody. All right. So that is your college football. Hands. Yeah, jazz hands, all of it. So that's your college football rapid fire for this Saturday. Don't forget about the free 7-day consensus report. All right. Text your full name to that number right there. And if you're looking for Sean Higgs premium plays, use the promo code NFL over at picksandparlays.net. I just saw you on the leaderboards. I can't find you right now, but it's taking too much time. So like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. The power hour is on every Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Head to the site and find Higgs premium plays.